Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Boom Rookies with Grub, live from the Grub Hub, presented by ESPN. My name is Matt Bungardner. With me today, Josh Reynolds. Hello.
What he's doing.
Mate, not a lot. It is the best week of the year, grand final week.
How good is it? It's
Mate,
just, you can feel it.
You can.
You know, it's a little weird. No Sydney team.
That is weird.
Bit weird.
And more specifically, no Penrith.
Also weird.
It's been a while.
Oh, man.
The last time Penrith weren't in a grand final was before COVID. And COVID feels like a world ago. So.
And couldn't you tell in the press conference that Ivan and Nathan were like, what do we do here?
Yeah.
We're never in this position. But no, mate. Obviously, no, I'm not going to say that. Not allowed to say the end of a dynasty.
No.
Because Ivan said, really? And I understand where he's coming
They'll
from.
be back.
They'll be back. Can I just say one thing that I'm going to take out of the Penrith, run towards the back end?
Yep.
Was firstly that I think it just proves that it is very, very hard to win outside of the 4. Sorry.
Yep.
Because I've never seen.
To be fair, it's also hard to win outside the 8. That'd be really hard.
Well, it's actually impossible. No, the Panthers got out-panthered on the weekend, which is very rare. And I don't mean set for set and grinding, but in the last 10 minutes when the Broncos, when they were turning them away, turn them away, Nathan Cleary, trap and scrap, got the ball again, and then they go up the field with more energy. Rare.
Yeah, it is.
Very, very rare. So it is so uncommon. But then you've got, I think, great point about saying Penrith only get better. Reasons being the young guys get more confident.
They're going to stop getting pillaged for players as well.
Exactly.
That is finally hit
done.
Because they've lost.
Yeah.
If you made a team just of the guys they've lost in the past 4 years, that team makes top 8 and maybe the top 4 of all the guys they lost.
And there's one guy that I think he's going to be absolutely brilliant, Blaze Talangi, just because there's a few opportunities in games still right now where I seen him on the weekend. He wanted to do something and it was on, like a little grubber in behind the line when they were chasing points or whatever, but he just still doesn't do it. He just hasn't got that confidence yet when Nathan is under the pump to step up. And he has done it at times. He was brilliant at times this year. But I just feel when he fully nails that and backs his own ability, he's been a handy replacement for Luai. But, mate, he's going to be a brilliant player.
As I said, I think I said on a show a few weeks ago, that trade looks like a rare win-win because Yongi's been looking great for Para.
Yep.
Penrith don't need a fullback.
Yep.
Talangi's been awesome for him. So,
can we believe the Broncos won? Can you believe it?
No. I thought, how many times do you, as we've said, there was a great stat doing the rounds. My friend Aaron Wallace, my old boss at Fox Sports, posted during the game. I think they were 98-0 when leading by more than 12 points. He later clarified they did have a draw in that run. There was that draw against the Cowboys earlier, but never lost. They were 98-0 when they're leading by more than 12 in this last 10 years, whatever it is. So
ridiculous.
Crazy.
Ridiculous.
And especially when they get the first try, right? And it's 14-6, and you're thinking, oh, geez, maybe. But then that's when Penrith really started turning the screws again. And then they had a few good opportunities in a row. They had the first Nathan kick, which I think Payne Haas broke up. They ended up getting repeats. I think Nathan fell on it. And then they had that great slips catch from Tyson Smoothie, if you remember. And that was sort of the pressure relieving play. And then you're right. From there's 10 minutes to go, and you're thinking, well, this is Penrith. They always finish the stronger of the two teams. That, out of everything they've done in this dynastic run, finishing strong has been their hallmark. It's what they did in the 2023 grand finals, what they do to teams week in, week out. They always look fitter and faster than everybody else. And this was the first time. You're right. This was the first time in a big, big game where I'm thinking the other team's got more energy. The other team's got a little bit more about them. The other team is the one that's finishing stronger.
Well, when does Liam Martin ever go off?
No, great point.
10 minutes. He was gone.
Yeah.
But no, just because he exerted everything.
Yeah.
Every single last, and, people will say, oh, they got an arsey try, the Broncos, but that was due to a bit of luck, but no one tying in. Penrith never do that, which just goes to show that they were under the pump.
Yep.
Good signs for the Broncos. They know they can go toe-to-toe with the grinders of the century. And some good little key points I took out of the Broncos' performance. Reece Walsh wasn't brilliant, stood up when he was needed, but he played tough.
Yeah.
His first two carries, he went straight through the teeth of I'm not sure who was back rower and middle. That is unheard of. But in a big game, he's going to break that line, and it's going to be big for him this week. The Broncos, big hats off to the Broncos as an establishment, because their back five has been a merry-go-round this year.
Yep.
And there was calls this week to get rid of Cobbo. Sorry, bring Cobbo back in.
Yep.
There was calls. They got Jesse Arthurs there. But for them to keep all them happy, and you see them all celebrating after the game, and have the two wingers do an absolute job on the weekend, that's a real change from the rock star tag that they've had, don't you think?
No, for sure. A lot of Broncos fans though in my life, the superstitious ones, they couldn't believe Shibasaki got rid of the goatee before the game.
Really?
What did you think of that?
I didn't notice.
If you were known for your facial hair or something,
yes,
would you get rid of it before the biggest game of your career?
A
little bit.
Don't
know. Nosy.
Nosy, yes. Didn't really think about that.
A lot of Broncos fans I know were
that
like,
is very you.
What is he doing? He's tempting fate. Mate, it wasn't me. I don't believe in any of that stuff. But
No.
A lot of them were freaking out about it. But he played well. And then on the last try, I mean, I assume you were watching on TV like I was.
Mm.
Did you for a second when Walsh threw that pass think there was nobody there? Because of the way the camera angle
Where was he?
And
Mariner.
Then pops up.
And had a bit of work to do.
Didn't he just?
But that just goes to show you that, Reece Walsh, his balance and strength through his core to be able to break that tackle but still throw the ball over the top. He's special. He's going to have another special moment. But one guy, colossal, Payne Haas.
80 minutes.
Come on, man.
It's quite funny because at the first, I think maybe about half an hour in, the comms were like, oh, Payne Haas only had 4 carries. And I was like, that's a bit. And then he took over.
He heard that.
He did somehow. Amazing.
Do not be where he was in that moment when they went for that field goal. No front rower should be there. No, it shouldn't be right. The only other person I've ever seen in similar positions in a front row is James Graham.
Yep.
He was the guy that was always there, and we always were like, how? But I think Payne Haas is just another level of that after the performance he had.
And it's no disrespect to James Graham, an amazing player.
No.
But his work rate was phenomenal. But Haas has a work rate that's of a similar ilk while also being a physical freak. An absolute game
or game breaker
every time,
isn't he? Mate, he's got to have a big game for the Broncos to win.
Yeah,
on the weekend.
It's funny. I remember back to the Raiders game a couple of weeks ago. My Canberra supporting co-hosts and most of the rest of them were like, "Oh, we're pretty happy we contained Payne Haas," but a contained Payne Haas game was still like 150 meters and 3 offloads. I mean, you know what? They were right. They did contain him.
They did.
That's an average Payne Haas game.
Yes,
he is like to front rowers now what Brian To'o is to wingers, where you look at the stat sheet at the end of the game and you just expect numbers that would be a season highlight for pretty much any other player in those positions.
Unbelievable,
Haas
man.
is incredible, man.
Okay, let's get into a little bit of the GF. Haas versus Utoi Kamanu, who has decided to have a little chirp.
Saw that.
I love it.
Yeah, you fan?
I love it.
Yeah, I think
why not?
Spice things up.
Why not? Why not a guy who's from everything I've heard, is a bit of an introvert, doesn't really go out too much and go out on a limb, but it's nice to see him be honest. And people will say, why would he do this and blah, blah. But guys, we don't want robots.
No,
say what you got to say, boys. But at the same time, he wouldn't have done this at the Tigers for a couple of reasons.
Well, one, he wouldn't be playing in the grand final.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Well, I didn't say that, Tigers fans. That was him, the Shark supporter. He would not say that Tigers because he's not confident enough in himself. He was good. He had the good bumpers. He had the nice offload. But now he's incorporated a Melbourne-style game mindset. When I say that, he does the little things right. He ties in. He doesn't stop moving. He still has the tough carries. He absolutely ran over, I'm not sure who it was, early in the game, set the intent against the Sharks. But he's smart. And why not? If I'm confident in my own skin and I feel I want to tell someone that I don't like who they are, so be it, mate. Yeah. Good on him. Creates a bit of spice for us, outside, and
I think
why not?
You nailed it with the robots thing. I used to get so frustrated. Not that I do as much writing now, but on the other side of the fence, it was like it'd be so frustrating to interview a player and just get the same canned. I mean, I love talking to Cam Munster because he just says whatever he feels like, and I love any player that can be a bit honest and have a laugh and sort of treat this for what it is. Which it's at the end of the day, giving quotes to the media, it's not that serious.
No.
So have some fun with it.
I agree.
That was great. And but on him, on Utukamanu, you need a game-wrecking front rower to be able to win a competition, I think. I mean, you had James Graham. You got to a couple of grand finals. The Panthers had Fisher Harris for ages. They've still got Leota, who really stepped up in the last few years. Broncos have got Haas. You look back to that South team, they had Sam and George Burgess. Parramatta, when they won it, when it got to the grand final, they Junior Ballard, Regan Campbell-Gillard. There's always guys. You need those guys to win comps. And Utukamanu has been playing like that guy for the last 10 weeks or so. And he's playing... So, not that he was bad at the start of the year, but we got to halfway through the year and we were like, well, this guy hasn't really elevated his game at Melbourne in the way that we all thought he was going to. But hasn't he just basically in that post-origin period? It's been fantastic.
But this happens in Melbourne. People go down there, right? And you're like, why aren't they standing out? Because everyone's an 8 in Melbourne every single game. You don't really get many low performances. But now he's going 9s and 10s. He's setting the tone. He's confident in himself. And that belief is sometimes all you need to be like, yeah, I'm an elite front rower now. And hasn't he got an interesting battle this weekend against his mate in Payne Haas? I don't think he was calling out Payne Haas, by the way, because they're very tight. But I just can't wait to see how this goes. It's going to be an interesting game, mate. The biggest impact for me on who wins this game, the night game. I really think it changes the way the Broncos play. They can't play the open style 4 o'clock at Suncorp Stadium like they did on the weekend, open, throwing the ball around, whizzing it. Reece Walsh throwing 40-meter spiral cutouts to his winger. It's not going to be like that. I think the Melbourne Storm go there. They be very clinical. They stick to their Melbourne style of play where it's in Melbourne. It's Dewey every Friday night they play. A lot of the time. So they're used to this sort of, let's play our footy, get our plays on, but drop play, pop in the corner, see how you go. What a test for the Broncos.
The biggest. I think, if they want to win, I think it's got to start with Walsh. And that's an obvious thing to say. He has been fantastic. And you're right. I didn't think, especially in the first half, and he had a couple of mistakes, tried to push the pass a couple of times, but that's why he's brilliant. Yeah. That's why they're brilliant, because they'll have games where it'll look like they're down by 20 with a minute to go. Yep. That's how they play all the time. And then when it comes off, it looks brilliant. And they just need to come off for one more week. And the beauty of how the Broncos are playing this year with that style is that, they can score in bunches. They were down and out against the Raiders. They were down and out against Penrith. And they went bang, bang, bang in both those games, and away they go. I don't think it's as easy to do that against the Storm.
No.
But they've shown they don't care who they're playing. That fearlessness that Brisbane have shown this year, and it starts with Walsh at the back, who, as you mentioned, will run straight at a prop. He doesn't care. That fearlessness is going to serve them well on Sunday night, because there'll be moments in this game, they might be down by 6 or 10 or something on the back fence, looking for a way out, and we'll get a moment from someone. We'll get an early kick from Reynolds. We'll get a crazy pass from Walsh. We'll get a big carry and an offload from Haas. Someone's going to do something to help try and get them on the front.
Well, you think that's what you got to do, mate. You got to break the Melbourne mold of break the defense. And Melbourne do it to other teams, right? Melbourne have not been clinical at all this year. I don't think so. No. And they would agree their attack, but they are an unorthodox style of play. Sometimes Harry Grant jumps out one way. He doesn't even hardly know where he's going, but Munster knows to be flat and on the ad line because Harry Grant has already got the markers. He gets the ball. Munster does his thing, stands in tackles, palms, plays the ball, but then Jerome Hughes are around the ball because they just got that flow and that feel for each other. The one thing that I think Katoa is going to have an impact on this game somehow. I actually think it might be close early. I really do, but it's going to be, I think, a nice little Jerome Hughes kick on top of an Adam Reynolds or whatever, and a Katoa. He's been.
They love a back rower trying a big game. The Storm. They love him.
They love it. They on it. And the one thing I love about Katoa is not the change, but the mentality of his game now. He does all that stuff. Yep. He's a highlight guy. But there was a time last week where Melbourne Storm were coming off their line. They were buggered. Their back five are the guys that get you out of trouble. Yep. Katoa went in for a carry. That's not his job. Went bang. Munster took a carry. No one was around. He took another one. That is putting your team on your back in a situation you don't really have to be in. And he's going to be a leader. Just a little. I don't mind him for a little.
Yeah,
Clivey.
Yeah, I don't think there's a better back rower in the sport right now.
There's
incredible.
There's 10 people that could possibly get this award, like very easy candidates, right?
Like the big four in the spine for Melbourne. And then if there's a fifth guy, it's probably Katoa.
They're superstars, right? Yeah. And even the other Broncos. But I just think he's been brilliant this year. I really, really do. And
it's fantastic.
It's what a game, man. Which way does it go?
So the Carrigan off rest as well is massive for the Broncos. If Stefano Utoikamanu is allowed to not win the battle with Payne Haas, but hold his own in the battle, I think that's what it's going to come down to. If Brisbane can get an advantage through the middle and then play off the back of that, I think they win, and I think they can do that. And I think this game is going to be absolutely fantastic. I think it'll be a nice sort of. I think the Storm, whilst I agree with you, their attack hasn't been as clinical at times this year. They are capable of some scintillating bits of play. We'll get to one in a minute with the video prompter, and even that last try they scored where Harry Grant. Everyone's thinking he's just going to take a set or kick to the corner or whatever, and he runs it, and they seal the game with that coach try. Incredible eyes-up footy from him. I think they're capable of getting into a shootout. They haven't been in many, but they can score points, and so can. I think we're getting a classic. We're going to go Broncos 26-22.
So tough, mate. I can honestly see that. I can, but I just think Melbourne are just going to be a little bit too semi-final big game ready.
Yep.
I just think there's more guys in there like Jerome Hughes. How tough he played on the weekend, man. Give that bloke a medal right now, because not only has he got a broken arm, his shoulder, he's gone on the same side.
Mate, you wouldn't have known it on how he played on Friday though. Like that try he scores, incredible.
Oh, we'll go into it a little bit later. This is in like my what I'm looking forward to this week, and it's probably not the nicest thing to look forward to, but I want to see this happen.
Yep.
Jerome Hughes was played two in a dinner suit for me, so it's a big job for one guy. But I just think Melbourne get it done in a clinical performance, not a flashy one. I just feel they're going to contain them in big games. Melbourne's edge defense come up with the right reads at all times. They always do. They shut teams down. They've done it for years. So I'm looking for them to win off the back of a big defensive game, but in a tight one, mate. Like
gives a score
14-12.
Right. And you got Katoa for the Clive.
I'll go Katoa for the Clive.
Right, I'll go Reece Bosch. Why not?
Yeah, nice.
All right, let's take a look. I just hinted at it, but we're going to go with our attacking player of the week. A lot of people have talked about Will Kennedy being up in the defensive line for the Cronulla Sharks.
Yes.
And the Melbourne Storm was certainly aware of that here.
Yeah. So just before we play it even, right here, right now, okay, this is where a good spine work together, but this is where a good hooker comes into play so much. Right. Who's on the right-hand side?
Jerome Hughes.
Jerome Hughes, one of the best halfbacks in the game, calling for the ball inside and outside. He's got two forwards. But Harry Grant looks up. Obviously, Munster's got the overcall, but this is on Pappenhausen. I can guarantee you right now, Pappenhausen hasn't seen Kennedy in the line just yet. But if we play it slowly, he sees him now, calls it on Munster, and for that 1 second, where he sees that, to do that in such a quick time at where the game was on the line, this is a brilliant play. But that depth kick from Munster, you try, honestly, anyone in the world, any footy player, try and kick across your body, but a touch like that, unbelievable. But this is why they're so good. Also, the little toe tap there and Grub through from Pappenhausen, extremely hard. The ball's going every single which way, but this is why the Melbourne Storm are so good in big moments, because they get it right and they back their own ability.
So you would have had meetings about stuff like this when you were playing.
Yep.
There's no doubt they talked about Kennedy's tendency to get caught in the line during sets.
For sure. But Kennedy...
And it's not his fault, by the way. The Sharks were getting killed through that gap in the first 25 minutes of the game. He was coming in to help. And I think that play before, they might have even made a line break if he hadn't come up.
It's a good point. You know, like, if you're A's and B's, like, this is why the fullback position is so important right now in the game, because it's not just attacking wise.
Yeah.
You got to be nearly the best defender. You don't have to tackle, but your organization is what creates a good line. If any half in the game is looking up at a defensive line and they're seeing 7 or 8 defenders in the line, we're not going there. And it's all about, we call it ghosting. And as you just said, we're actually seeing a great example in our defensive play right now. But once again, the Melbourne Storm breaking teams down as they usually do. But the defensive one, I'll explain what I sort of mean about ghosting. And we've spoken about this before. I think with Jai Gray.
Yes. Jai Gray making the first try saver, and then he comes across as the ghost.
So if we see it here, if we play it here, I just want to pause it right now. So right now, Pappenhausen's actually at A. So hypothetically, if Nico Hines comes off his right foot and comes in at A, Paps has to make that tackle. Even though he's going sideways off the line, it's not what you want to do. You want to come up square, but he did retreat late into this. But look, he has to get on his bike also, because what he's also thinking, what about a possible grubber? I've got to be on my bike to sort of get there. It's last tackle. So if we can just play it there, you sort of see Paps, and a great ball there from Nico Hines, a short pass. Harry Grant makes it a lot harder because he comes out of the line to put pressure. That's his job. But to put his body on the line here, but no, feel it. Feel the momentum. If he tried to smash him there, he bounces off and he misses the tackle.
Yep.
To feel that motion, the best fullbacks in the game do this. The Billy Slaters, the Benny Barbers, they got really good at it at one stage. For him to have that feel and to be able to trap that ball, but also Money Munster in the picture, is just what wins games. This is what wins games. This is what wins competitions. And this is why he's an elite fullback, because he obviously passes at A, then gets on the bike. But, mate, do you know how hard it is, honestly, you're going across field and one of the best line runners in the game.
Yeah.
If not, coming at an unders line, for him to stop that, big play.
And before anyone says anything, yes, we know it was a penalty, but 2 points is better than 6.
There you go. I love that from you.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
All right, what's up? What is the best individual performance you've seen in a game? Can be from your NRL day, anything you want.
So I was trying to think of this because for me personally, live, the best ever performance I've seen pretty much happened all year, and it was the Ben Barra.
Oh, yeah, you had a front row seat to that.
No, honestly.
Yeah.
And I can't go because I was trying to think of what game did he light up, and then I was like,
that try scores against the Knights is insane.
Or what about the one in Mackay?
Oh,
do you remember that against Melbourne?
Yeah, 110 meters.
Like,
forget about it.
But that's the crazy thing was it was half normal. We're just going, oh yeah, good on you, Benny. But to be able to, Benny's a very different type of player to anyone. I think anyone now. Like he got a pass late in his when he went to the Sharks probably, and then a little bit at the back end of the Bulldogs. But he swerve. The best swerve I've ever seen. People would, defend him and jam him, and he swerve on the out and understanding and feeling defensive system was the best I've ever seen. I honestly would, go into games thinking, how do I get him the ball in the best places?
When you're in a team like that, when a bloke is in form like that, and again, it's right up there with the greatest individual seasons of all time.
Unbelievable.
2012. What is your mindset in those games? Is it just keeping him going?
Absolutely. Don't get rid of your ego. Mate, very similar position right now, the Brisbane Broncos.
Yeah, get Reece the ball.
Feed the beast, man.
Yeah.
Hence why
I've been doing a great job of that.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And Billy Walters. Billy Walters was great in just because he got Reece the ball at the right times. And I suppose this is the tough decision Madge has had to make, right? Because it probably wasn't looking as good with Renault and Ezra for Reece. You know what I mean? Like the Broncos were still looking good, but Renault's a dominant player. Ezra Mann wants to do his thing. But I feel with Billy Walters and Benny, they were just understood.
Yeah.
We get this bloke the ball. Get this bloke the ball in the right spots of the field and let him do his thing. But, mate, very, very hard for me to go past Benny Barber in that era, mate. But the only one performance I'll say away from Benny Barber is Timmy Lafai in the semi-final.
Oh, yeah, down in Melbourne in 2014.
We've spoken about this before because
what a day.
But who does that to Melbourne?
No one.
This isn't I was about to say T-Man. That would have been really bad. this isn't South. No. Oh, but you didn't even go for South anymore.
Get it.
But no, that was probably one of the most brilliant individual performances I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. Live. All right. Some listener questions. Josh from Los Angeles says, has anyone ever refused to come off for an interchange? What does the coaching staff do in such circumstances? You're grinning already.
Is Josh really from Los Angeles?
He is a mad Roosters fan, but he's also he makes films. He's a filmmaker, and he lives in Los Angeles.
Do you know him?
Yeah. We became friends because he listens to the show.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you know, he had the whole Roosters team at his house with the magician before they had the Vegas game last year. Great guy.
I'm over in Vegas, I think, this year, Josh. So.
Mate, he will happily have you.
Rams fan?
Doesn't love the NFL.
Right.
Big Roosters fan, though. He's actually on the board of the LA Roosters. He's trying to get rugby league properly off the ground. Wow. Mate, you should get a short-term contract for the LA Roosters, Josh Reynolds.
No.
You sure?
No. I'm done, mate.
People are saying Josh Reynolds to the Los Angeles Roosters.
Yeah.
People as me. But
there's one.
Yeah. But anyway, great guy. And a good question.
Shout out to Josh, and I might see you over in Vegas. But yeah, good question. No. I've definitely seen guys. You can't really refuse. It's not gone to the days where it's under 10s and you are in about you yourself. You can't, have a dummy spit because it's selfish.
Yeah.
Because what happens in games, and probably more with forwards. I've seen some guys come off the field worry about their stats.
Yeah.
And which is stupid. Like my just say, like, boys, it's a team effort. Who cares about how many meters you make or whatever? Let's just get it done, right? But I've seen, guys blow up.
Yeah.
Up at the coaches, like, what? I'm fine.
Has anyone ever flat out refused? Have you ever seen
No, I don't think there's been a refusal. James Graham, I think he's a guy that, not that he ever went off much, because he had a motor of an F1 car, but I don't know if they got good motors. They got good motors.
They must do. Yeah.
They must. They
pretty
do now.
fast.
They do now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he. I just think because what it is I didn't probably understand it till I started doing a little bit of the coaching. It's like, you can still be doing good runs, but how are your movements in defense? How are your movements off the ball? Are you doing all our little things that we, pride ourselves on? Are you pushing in support? Are you communicating? And, that's how they ask the trainers, how's it going? And he might be like, yeah, he's feeling it a bit, but the player's like, oh, man, I just had a big run. It's obviously not about that. There's so much more to it. But yeah, no, they do get filthy.
What do you think would happen if someone's just like, no? Like, probably wouldn't happen at the NRL level, but maybe like,
oh, for sure, like
park footy.
Yeah, mate, it's a great question. It depends who it is. Like, let's just say Sam Burgess done it once.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm just saying this because Sam Burgess is a leader and he probably has a feel for the game. He's the captain. He got asked to come off, but he was like, no, I just can't. I need to be on here to win this game. You would probably understand that.
Sure.
But if
some players have more runway than others.
Do you think?
Absolutely.
But then if it's someone who's, you haven't got the runs on the board to back that up and, well, that's like, hopefully it never happened. But if you let in something or an inside shoulder,
it's like when a pitcher in baseball says, "No, I'm not coming out," and they give up a home run the next bat.
But if you're, but at the same time, well, the coach is the boss.
Yes,
in the end, so you got to listen to what he thinks, and footy's not always about yourself. You got to be selfless, and a guy coming on with full energy is going to be better than you at that point. That's just how it goes.
All right, Mitch from Bundaberg. Mr. Grub, your co-host is insanely big on the Christmas season. What does your best Christmas day look like?
Yep.
I think
Christmas guy.
Oh, huge. Yeah, massive.
Just in general?
Yeah,
or just NFL.
Oh, that does help.
But
nah, wife and I are massive Christmas people. Like the tree goes up December 1st every year with Tree Day.
I love that.
Yeah, got a movie schedule every December.
Movie schedule.
Well, the others are more fluid, but Love Actually December 1st. Die Hard usually 23rd. It's a Wonderful Life Christmas Eve. Muppets Christmas Carol Christmas Day, and then all the others in the middle somewhere.
Love Actually.
Yeah.
If my partner's listening, so she would be like, yes, she will want to be watching it with you guys. I've watched it a few times. I'm not a guy that watches multiple movies again and again. I got a question for you. Home Alone.
Yep.
Christmas movie.
Oh yeah. I had my own.
Watch this. I'm gonna rip into her straight up.
Is she off? She doesn't think it's a Christmas movie.
No.
The whole thing takes place at Christmas.
Yeah.
Like
exactly what I say.
The big one is Die Hard. Die Hard's the one people argue about. I was unaware that there was an argument about Home Alone.
Yeah, no, there is. What do you say? So Die Hard, you say?
Oh yeah,
it is.
The whole thing takes place as a Christmas party.
That's it.
What do you want?
I'm with you. Thank you. That's just gave me a lot of closure.
Yeah,
I can leave.
Do you have any others you like? I love Bad Santa. Great movie.
Bad Santa.
Elf.
I'm a that's why it meant so much to me. I'm a Home Alone guy.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's fantastic.
I love it. So yeah.
How many, like me and my friend have been meaning to, we might actually do it this year. We've been meaning to go through and watch them and record how many times the bandits should have died. Like how many of the traps should have killed them. Like the one where he drops a brick on his head. It's like, come on. You should just be dead.
Yeah, come on. Or the fire to the hair.
When he gets electrocuted and you see his skeleton.
Marv, you actually look a bit like Marv.
That is
you don't.
Worst thing you've ever seen.
Okay, so my perfect Christmas day is just I host a lot now, which I love. I love hosting people.
Got a new house this year as well.
Which is nice. It'll be just like in the kitchen. I enjoy cooking, but my mother does take over, which is nice because that's Christmas Day is hard to cook. I feel I'm a good cook, but I'm not good.
A lot of pressure
for a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm good for. Let's just say I have you over and it's a couple. We're on, but she's in there doing a thing. Eating and just absolutely letting that sit. Maybe a couple of little early Christmas beers with the uncles, one or two, but I can't eat and drink at the same time. But then when they're done, it might be like a little sport in the background, a little bit of cricket.
Especially now with the NFL.
Sorry, I'm actually we're out there cricketing.
Oh, playing,
possibly.
That's more of a Boxing Day thing for us.
Nice.
Nan always hosts. They live in one of those cul-de-sacs in Pitney Point. So
nice.
out on the cul-de-sac.
It's elite. It's like the whacker.
Absolutely.
The pitches.
The pitch is firm.
You get some bounce there. And then, mate, just enjoy it. The sports in the background. I'm not fully watching the footy on there because I feel I should be like with my family.
No, the only year it got hard was when I think it was the Ravens 49ers game 2 years ago, which was the biggest game of the season.
It's
I was like,
hey, Merry Christmas.
I'll see you in 2 hours.
But no, it's a great day. I just love spending time with my family, eating and siesta is a must.
Oh, mate. Okay, so NRL Physio, good friend of mine.
Yes.
We've had like a 5-year, maybe more than 5 years now. Where like there's a Twitter chain with me and him and a few of our other guys that we met off there, and we're all pro Christmas nap.
Yes.
And our one mate Edwin is like, Christmas naps are for cowards. And
Oh.
every year on Christmas Day, that thread gets revived with the rest of us, the enlightened ones, going, just had my nap for half an hour.
And
Feel great.
And he's off it. Is he like the guy that's like, when you go out, when you're young with your mates, like, no one sleeps. Like,
he's actually a very chill guy in every other aspect of life. That's the part I don't understand.
He's a Christmas heavy.
Anti-nap, anti-Christmas Day nap. Don't like it. Because I agree with you. The nap is a must. It's elite. It's an absolute elite part of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great day. Yeah.
Great day. Love it.
The best. When does your tree go up? So we're firm December 1st.
I wouldn't say I have an exact date.
Okay,
it's just when we feel it. But now I've also got the little daughter. I want to make it very special for her.
Oh, that's
lot of the time. So it'll make it that little bit more special.
Fantastic. You're going to go full Clark Griswold on the lights this year?
I might get someone to do that for me.
Yeah, that's a
because I'm not. I just.
See, but that's good. You know your limitations.
I'd love to be able to
play with Ben Barber again. Someone else has the electricity. It's not
just
you.
Feed the beast. Feed the beast. So, but no, I love it. Good time of the year.
All right, James from Gaimea. How did your hair grow back? Now I only kept this in because I'm right there with you.
He's just an imbecile. Let's put it out there.
Sure.
James from Gaimea. I don't know who you are, but yeah, you know exactly how it grew back. It's not a miracle. It's not a Christmas miracle.
Well, some say modern medicine is a miracle.
Yeah. Let's just say I was in a chair for a long, long time, and there was lots of needling involved, and I'm back.
Yeah, I went the other route. I went the pills.
Yeah,
so you're the pills.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not suggesting I'm like prime Nico Hines or anything like that, but I was like going pretty bald maybe 2 years ago. Like,
you're very model like today.
Thank you.
You've gone. Like before, it's the scraggy.
Now, gone back to the short back and sides.
Short back. I like it, but yeah,
like, I had a big bald spot.
Yeah,
and it was going.
Yeah,
and then I was like, look, I'll try the pills. Shout out to my mate Dan Watts, who was on him himself and said, mate, try them. And if they don't, and then I was like, look, I'll try them. If they don't work, then I'll maybe think I'll think about the plugs. And that was maybe 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And I take one pill every morning, and it's been great. It's grown back. It's thicker than it's been in
normalize
years.
Plugs though,
mate. Normalize doing anything for
boys. It's gone to the days where you got to hide it. There was nothing worse than
Do you ever spot the smother on the footy show?
Oh man. Like, it's also, that's what I used to like. If I'm watching myself, if I replay a game, or if I done something stupid and was in the paper for a stupid reason, and I see my hair, I'll just be like, oh man, it's got to be done,
mate. Normalize it. And people go, oh, you just own it. It's like, well, if you want to do that, that's your right. And I'm not suggesting that everyone needs to.
I don't want to be bold,
but I don't either.
But bold's okay, but I don't want to be bold.
Yeah, if someone else wants to do it, totally their prerogative. But it's my head.
Yeah, James from Gaimea, I reckon he's probably going a little bit thin as well.
If he wants my referral code for Mosh, I'll let
him probably maybe a fake tan. Yeah, I don't know who he is, but he sounds English.
He sounds
English, so maybe a nice tan or a personality would be great. yeah. So James from Gaimea just.
But yeah, we're firmly on. We're owning it. We're not hiding it from anyone. Normalize if to any blokes out there, if you're getting self-conscious about your hair, do something about it.
Let it out.
Don't be ashamed.
It's just let you know though. It's painful, boys.
Yeah, and expensive, but
it's it's worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
For you to walk out and flaunt it like you are.
Thank you, and
it's worth it.
All right, David from Sydney. What's the best part of Grand Final week that fans don't know about?
Ooh, that's a tough one. For me, it was just the week in Belmore.
Yeah,
you can't explain it.
Yeah,
like how we speak about the Broncos being rock stars. That you feel like a rock star. You would have
been walking around anywhere in the Canterbury Bankstown area.
But mind you, when we train, there's thousands of people there.
Oh, true.
It's like a game.
Yeah.
And you're feeling it, and the whole of Belmore is going off. Bellwood Road, Belmore is going off. I've actually got a funny story. I'll say a shortened version. I used to live about 200 meters away from the main strip.
Sure.
Grew up there, and
where it's all after Dogs Ends when they win, where it's packed out.
I can from my house, I can hear it.
Yeah,
I can hear it. Grand Final night Eve.
Grand Final Eve.
Yeah. I'm sitting there. I'm laying there. I'm trying to relax. I can't because I can hear it. It's going off.
Yeah.
And I said to my mate, he was chilling as well. I said, "Let's go for a drive through."
Yeah.
And I was like, I might not ever happen again. I might not get this opportunity.
Were you in a car with a sunroof with you sticking out of it doing the royal wave?
Oh, no, it's worse than that.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, I said to him, my mate's a massive G up too.
Yeah.
He is his fault. So, Craig, this is your fault.
Oh,
anyway, I say to him, let's get through, but I'm just going to wear a hat. And I'm not that
What about
I
the fake
hide. Not
sunglasses?
that I have to hide
like
myself,
the
but
Groucho Marx.
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Stop it. Anyway, so we're driving through, and it's going slow. The traffic's slow, but Craig slows down.
Okay.
Like I'm talking slow. We get to an intersection, and I don't know if he opened up the window or someone's seen through, and someone's caught wind.
Okay.
And I'm talking 300, 400 people got around the car, opened up the door, and I'm on people's shoulders out the front of Joe Bell's Cafe, like cameras everywhere, and I'm just thinking,
was this is pre-2012 or pre-2014?
12.
Okay.
My first one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what is Des going to think? Like, he's just going to think, what's this idiot doing?
At least 2012, we had smartphones, right? But it's pre-TikTok. It's not as bad as it is.
Oh, it got around.
Okay, still got all right.
And I know that there's new, and I don't think he knew how to approach it because the game was. But I just remember going like, wow, is this really happening? I'm like, oh, there's drums.
Amazing,
but now I think about it, I'm like, I'm glad I experienced that, you know, like, because I'm from there, man. It's a special feeling to be able to do that with the people from, you know, where you grow up, and mate, they're all part of it. I always loved, you know, it's sometimes with the fans that they take it too far, absolutely, but I also understand that they're passionate like I am, and I understand that, you know, the both ways. So, mate, that was an interesting night.
Mate, sounds awesome.
Great week, though, man.
But again, like, you remember that now.
I remember it.
Was it 13 years later? And it's still a great memory for you.
Probably like the best memory. Not like anything else good happened that week.
Not really. But
anyway, let's move on.
That's fantastic. What would have happened? I wonder if you'd done the alternative. Like, you got your mate to go out there and be like, guys, you all need to keep. Josh is trying to sleep. He lives 200 meters away. You all go home.
Well, I think that would have went the other way. A similar story, not like a little bit similar. So our on the way back from the prelim, our bus comes back that way.
Yeah,
and the street's blocked off, as you've probably seen this year. The street is literally blocked off, and you're not really allowed to do that. But Belmore people do what they want. So anyway, we have to park the bus hiding behind.
Again, this is 2012 prelim.
I'm not going to say exactly what game it was. I can't really remember which year it was, but I just remember the story. And there's all confident people going, you're not going to get through. So we're like, well, what do we do? We can't get out because it'll be mental. So anyway, we parked the bus in a street, maybe about 200 meters down the road we got to get through though.
Yeah.
Anyway, this little kid rides past on his bike, and he rides past, and then he comes back, and you sort of see him go, that's like the boys' bus. Yeah. Next minute, the whole
So he's the spotter.
He's the spotter. He walks down, and mate, there is 1,000 people around the bus, like, hey, going off, and like, same thing, but we're loving it. But at the same time, like, you think the coaching staff, they're like, what do we do here? How do we get through this? Like, this isn't the GF. We've still got one to go, boys. But that's just them. That's our fan base. They're very passionate, and I love them for it.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Michael from Penrith. Unless I've been living under a rock, I've missed Grub's male modelling career until I saw a Lowe's ad on Facebook the other day. How long have you been doing this? Have you got to star in a commercial yelling the prices opposite the big man yet? So I did know this because the other week we had to do the show on Monday because you were going up to Jarvis Bay for a Lowe's shoot.
Where did we go? Nelson's Bay.
Nelson's Bay,
yes,
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing this? How did it happen?
Oh, man. This is a tough one to talk about because they've been mentioning the modelling career. I've been doing it since I retired.
Yep.
I just think it suits me because Lowe's is an amazing brand. Honestly, like in a sense of they've had ex-footy players on for a long time, an Aussie brand that's really
it's authentic.
It is, and then you sort of. It's a bit of tongue in cheek, a lot of the stuff you do, and it sort of suits me a bit. Love to work with the big man, Big Man, and a few of the other people that you do, but it is a bit. It's not me. Let's just say if I had to really like model it off, and I don't think it'd suit me. But they understand that you're an ex-footy player. Yep, you are a little bit awkward and a little bit stiff at times, but I love it. It's fun. But look. Am I aspiring to do any more? No, I'm locked.
Cover Vogue.
I'm locked into Lowe's.
Okay.
At Lowe's.
Lowe's loyalist.
Can you give us one?
Huh?
Give us one. At Lowe's.
At Lowe's.
Oh man, that might be a spot for you.
I don't think so. not nearly as accomplished a footy player, unfortunately. But that is the only criteria to be a Lowe's model. I think you have to have been good at footy.
No. Like I've got well.
I thought you were going to stitch up another former player. No, such and such is playing, and he sucked.
I've got a fake family.
Okay.
Always at Lowe's because it's a family. Like it's all and It's pretty slack what my partner does to my daughter, actually. She
Oh.
walks past Lowe's and says, that's Dad's other family.
That is.
Oh, so, yeah, which is interesting. But, no, like, yeah, they're but then, yeah, I think just the family. Everyone else, there's not. There's guys. There's actually real models. You look on the online stuff.
Okay.
There's like real models, and they're like posing like the boys are. Really good.
It's for Unlows like. I don't
Probably
want to
yourself.
think about it.
Unlows like.
All right, our grub of the week. Now, 2 weeks ago, you mentioned specifically that after the Hudson Young sin bin, which you were disgusted by, that you were going to be on the lookout for any nonsense to see if it was similarly policed. We didn't get a whole lot of nonsense in week 2 of the finals, but we got a fair whack of nonsense in the prelim between Penrith and Brisbane in that second half, where I could not believe Liam Martin did not get sin binned. Did I want him to be sin binned? No. But did I think he was going to be, given what happened to Hudson Young 2 weeks prior? Yes. What did you think?
You say all the right things, mate.
Thank you.
And that's why you're great. Because, yes, going off the Hudson Young thing, Hudson Young said something. Liam Martin was Micah Parsons-like, and literally he went after the ribs of Ezra Mann. And like you said, did I want it to happen? Absolutely not. But this is where the inconsistency, on a serious note, is like,
this is the problem.
How is that?
I want stuff like that to be in the game. And
Absolutely,
so do you.
yes.
We're not suggesting
shithousery.
We're not suggesting people go back to like king hitting each other or anything
No,
like that.
no,
but
well.
you want little
No.
you want scuffles. You want scuffles, you want passion, you want fight.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like fight, I mean like fight. Like everyone's fired up
Yeah,
and everyone
yeah,
wants to go at each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we shouldn't be discouraging that by putting Hudson Young into the bin for what he did. So I'm glad Liam Martin didn't get sin bin. But you're right in that it is just very inconsistent with what we saw 2 weeks prior.
And that's the thing. But I also will say, on the other hand, let's look at the other part of this penalty. People are comparing the Ezra Mann tackle on Nathan Cleary to the Harry Grant ones and the Zach Hosking ones.
Yeah, not the same to me.
Yeah, man.
No.
It's not the same.
It's much more dangerous when you get that leg while it's up in the air. Whereas he's taken Nathan in like a safe position.
And he's tackling him, and his foot's on the ground.
Yeah.
You've seen the clips last night on NRL 360.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah,
his foot was literally on the ground.
Oh, well, there you go.
Like, obviously slow-mo, and hard for the ref to see that in real time.
For sure.
And I understand the penalty. But for me, my game was built on kick pressure.
Got the penalty,
a lot of it was built on kick pressure.
Yeah.
And, I get it. You got to get it right now. But I just love that kickers, don't always get that time and that space that they want. So an interesting one. But, mate, yeah, that's as we said, it's just the inconsistency. And Hudson Young probably goes, hold on, what did I do?
It's quite funny. Like, because I was watching on Fox, Hudson Young was on the panel.
Did he say something?
Well. I don't know if he said anything about it, but it was just funny that he was there.
Yeah.
All right. What are we looking forward to this weekend? I'll let you start.
All right, so like I said, it's not really a nice thing to be looking forward to, but it's something I want done. I want Piakura to test Jerome Hughes. When I mean test him, did you hear Fitzgibbon speak about prior to the game, Jerome Hughes?
Yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah, look, we always go after halves, we always target halves. Everyone targets halves and try to get quick play of the balls, but have we spoken about it? Not too much. Hold on. Jerome Hughes has a broken arm and a broken shoulder. Let's just say broken shoulder, dislocated shoulder. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you generate why wouldn't you have sets?
Especially when you are one of the best left-sided attacks.
Have a Jerome Hughes set where it doesn't mean you have to bumper buzz him every time or whatever. As a half, get your back rower, send him at him. He's at marker then. Next one, go a little bit away, but come back at him. Even if he's third man in, he's still using that arm and that shoulder. So I just don't think the Sharks done it enough. I want to see if Piakura does it. I want him to put pressure on him. Teague Wilton got Jerome once. Let him know that you cannot win this grand final without having some marks, some battle scars. So it'll be just interesting to say, they do. He done a really good shot, an interesting shot on Nathan Cleary. The spin out. You remember the spin out when he whacked him and it was awkward. It looked like he... So it'll be interesting to see how hard they go, but I'm looking forward to that battle to see if they put some pressure on him.
It was funny. The one time where they properly got Hughes, they gave away a penalty for obstruction.
I know.
Trindle tried to give himself up, but they knocked him over so badly the ref didn't have a choice. All right. So I have a huge soft spot for Michael Maguire for obvious reasons. This is a guy that's won almost everywhere. He had success in the Super League. New Zealand put Australia's biggest ever defeat on Australia as the coach of New Zealand. Won South their first premiership in 42 years, whatever it was. And of course,
Origin.
Yep. And won his only Origin series. And now he's at Brisbane. And I would like. Not many coaches have won comps at 2 teams. It's really hard to do that. There aren't a lot, and he's got a great chance to do it. And I'd love that for him, and I'd love that for Adam Reynolds too. I was so happy he nailed that kick on Sunday as well, because that was properly exercising those demons.
I love the Renault. Like,
it was awesome.
I seen something on Twitter, X. Sorry,
I will never call it X.
We've said this before, haven't we?
Yeah.
He started and finished the Penrith dynasty.
I saw that. Yeah, saw that.
So
it's
true.
Crazy. It's true.
It's crazy.
Started with a missed kick.
Great man, Renault.
Ended with a made kick.
Like, I love the way he still, dictates a game. And as you said, he'll have a moment. He'll have a moment. So yeah, I'd love to see the little fella have a big win.
Yep, but it'll just be nice. And I've got a lot of friends coming down from Brisbane as well. This is a big, big game. It feels, in a weird way, it feels like it just feels a little bit bigger than it did for them 2 years ago. I don't exactly know why, but it just, maybe they feel like they have more of a chance because Penrith were pretty much.
No, yeah, you're probably right. Jesus, when you say they're a chance, they should have won that one. They should have. They should have rings. But mate, what a game! It's going to be an absolute cracker. I'm also excited for the day. We also get to see so much footy played. New South Wales versus Queensland. Burleigh Bears take on the Warriors, which will be a cracker. Warriors side loaded.
That side is insanely good.
Talent. And
then we're going to get, I reckon, possibly the best women's matchup ever, because those two teams are so much better than all the other teams right now.
Who wins?
At the start of the year, I picked Roosters to win the minor premiership, but Brisbane to win the comp. So I got to stick with Brisbane.
Did you Roosters get minor premiership?
Yeah, they won every game. Including the game against the Broncos.
Oh,
no. I picked the Newcastle Knights men's team to make the top 4.
Yeah.
So
let's cancel that.
Not all my predictions came to fruition. But yeah, the NRLW game I'm so excited for as well. Going to be an absolute cracker. Look, you got to tolerate, I think there's lots of long conversations for other people to have about the sort of parity in the NRLW at the moment. I think it's in a real bad spot personally in terms of the competitiveness, because these two teams are so much better than everybody else. I know the Roosters only barely won on Saturday night, but still. But this game should be awesome. It's basically the whole Australian team going at each other.
Love it.
Can't wait. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm being honest, I don't know if we're doing a show next week. So this could be the end for 2025 for us. But 10 weeks, what a ride it's been.
I thought we said we're going to have a Mad Monday. Does that mean we're on? Are we on Monday? Or
it could be. It's public holiday.
Oh, it is too. Yeah. You never know, but we might be back next week.
We could be.
I hope so. Do we
find out?
Decision,
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey. Pluto.
Yeah.
I think he's the guy.
He might be. He gets stuff done. But yeah, we'll find out. But if not, this has been fantastic. I love working with you. It's been surreal.
Nah, let's not do that. We're going to keep rolling.
No, next year for
the show rolls on.
No. But next
show rolls on.
Absolutely. But I'm not sure about this year.
Yeah.
So, fair enough. If this is the end of the maiden voyage, thank you everyone for listening and
thank you
tuning in and sharing all the clips on socials and stuff. I think all the feedback has been fantastic.
And let us know how we can get a bit better. Give us a bit of, we've been pretty good for a debut, but we'd love to know how we can get better.
Anything you want us to add, more breakdowns? I think people have really loved all the breakdowns you've been doing.
Even fan engagement. Like if someone wants to send in what they want to see broken down,
that's a good
spoken
idea.
About. So loved it. Thank you.
Anyway, all right. Well, let's get out of here. If you come into the grand final, enjoy it. It's a great day. If you've never been to one before, it's a fantastic day out. But yeah, if you're just watching at home, enjoy that too. And we'll see you when we see you. Say goodbye, Josh.
See you later.
And it's goodbye from me.